Hi, today is an extremely chill day. I just wanted to catch up on a lot of reading because for a week I went without reading and now I'm behind on my 5 book a month goal. So if you don't mind, we're gonna spend a little reading day together. I'm imagining that you don't mind because otherwise I don't think you would have clicked on this video. Come now, come. Whoopsies. I have a lot of books on the docket. It's a little bit intimidating, but right now I'm just trying to get myself to finish my current read. I actually might start reading this with another book, just because the nonfiction world sometimes it's a little bit hard to get completely sucked into. You know what I'm saying? You need to take a second and let it breathe. Let me show you all the books that I have on the docket right now. I've been buying a lot of books recently, some used, some new, and I really have not been able to catch up on the books that I already have. Usually I try to buy less than what I read because I'll try to read from the library and stuff like that, but oh my god. I've been on a book buying kick. I don't like having a bunch of books that are sitting on my shelves unread because it just gives me a sense of anxiety, of doom, that I haven't been able to accomplish the things that I already own, you know what I'm saying? It's just an uncomfortable feeling. So all of these, they're really scaring me. Anyway, the complete stories of Leonora Carrington, but have not been in the mood. It's very short though, and look at this. This looks like something I can get through super fast, but I have to be in a very particular mood to read this, and I don't think I'm in that mood right now. McGlue by Otessa Moshfegh. Spoiler alert, I'm working on a Moshfegh video right now, and I'm trying to reread 2 of the books that I haven't read recently. One of those being McGlue, the other one being Death on Her Hands. I might reread some short stories from Homesick for Another World, because that one's just a short story collection that should be easy, but I haven't marked up any of Moshfegh's books except for Lab Vona, because once Lab Vona came out, then I was really into annotating and taking notes on books. These, I don't exactly remember very well. I want to better cement it in my memory and also have evidence for my video, you know? 3rd book in the Dark Tower series. I don't think I'm gonna get to this anytime soon, I'm gonna be honest, because I was only reading this for my boyfriend, and oh, thank you, YouTube ads. I had a free trial for YouTube Premium for 1 month, and I miss it. I'm just gonna cover it. Now boyfriend wants me to read Mistborn. He doesn't even want me to read this anymore, so I don't even know why I'm trying. No point. Skip. This is really getting on my vibe. Thank you. Whitney Chadwick's nonfiction, Women Artists in the Surrealist Movement. This has been really interesting to me. I read the first 30 pages or something like that while also annotating, but I kind of fell off a little bit because I started reading Doppelganger, this nonfiction, and my puny little brain cannot house 2 nonfictions at the same time. It's just not possible for me. I don't know. I bought a used copy of East of Eden by Steinbeck because I love this cover. Isn't it so fun? The pages are yellow as fuck though, oh my god. I haven't read much of Steinbeck. I think I was supposed to read Grapes of Wrath in high school and then I just spark noted it or something like that. But I did read Cannery Row in both high school and then again in college for some reason. I really like Cannery Row. I feel like he just has this vibe. It's so Northern California. I don't know. I've only been to Northern California 1 time, but it's foggy. And that's what being around the characters feels like. It feels foggy, but familiar, but distant, but sweet. I don't know if this is going to be like that at all. I don't really know much about Steinbeck, but one of my mutuals, Kirsten, has been reading East of Eden, and then some people recommended East of Eden to me because it has a lot to do with morality, I believe so. And the kind of flimsiness of morality, which is something that I've been interested in, so I'm excited to read this. I think this is actually going to be one of my next reads. Yeah. Or it might be Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. I read the first couple of pages and it's just really not my style. I talked about it a little bit on TikTok. I think her ideas are very good. Like I said, I think her strength is in making complex topics accessible, but I just don't like her writing style. I find it very uninteresting. It's entertaining, the story itself is entertaining, I'm sure. I've only read Yellowface by her, so this is the only thing that I have knowledge of, by the way. Something that has become very big for me when I read books. If an author doesn't have an interesting, unique, distinct writing style, then I don't really feel I don't know. It just makes me wonder how much of a dedicated writer you can be when nothing about your sentence structure points towards you. You know what I'm saying? Not too hard on R.F. Kuang, I'm being a little bit mean. As if I could do any better. I might. I can try one day. On the calculation of volume 2, I read the first one. You guys know that I read it in the month of March, and now I really want to read this one. I bought it almost immediately after I finished the first one, and I was really wanting to read it again, but then for some reason I didn't. Really wanting to read it. Like I said, I'm so overwhelmed by this stack because there's so much good stuff here, I feel like. One of them being Yeah, Infinite Jest is a mammoth of a male manipulator book. That's what they call it. Okay. Picked this up at a half price books. Pretty good shape, honestly, but I'm very intimidated to read it. I kind of want to read it now. Everybody says it's kind of funny and a little bit trippy and very modern. I don't know how modern it'd be now. 1996, sorry. Still, at the dawn of the internet era. That's something I want to get into. It's like an internet classic. That's what the people call it. Oh my god. There's just way too much that I want to read. I'm literally intimidated. Now I feel overwhelmed again. I should have just stuck with reading this. This is all your fault, by the way. Have I told you what this is about? I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over across platforms, but to the ones that haven't been tuned in on the TikTok, I guess I could tell you. Fake fans. In this book, activist and writer Naomi Klein writes about how during the lockdown pandemic era, she was constantly compared to this alt-right conspiracy theorist named Naomi Wolf. Not compared, but they just got like mixed up in tweets and in news and conversation and stuff like that. They would just like use the wrong last name. And she explores the weird conspiracies that her doppelganger has been on about, going into how she fears that this is affecting her personal brand, even though she also believes that personal branding is limiting to the human experience. Because humans are ever changing, she deals with this irony of not wanting to have a personal brand because she thinks that it's limiting, versus protecting her own personal brand because somebody is trying to come for her. And it's really interesting. It offers a lot of critique, not just on the right, but also on the left, and how there's such little room for nuance because the left is so scared to be associated with anything that the right does. So I like it. I think it's really fun. I think it's enlightening in a sense. It does feel a couple years dated. Just a couple. I think this came out in 2023. Like, some perspectives have shifted in the political parties, so not everything that she's critiquing, or I don't know, just like bringing up, still have relevance to this day. So that's like one gripe that I have about it, but that's not her fault, you know? I gotta stop talking about this. I wanna have nothing to say in my April wrap-up video, oh my god. But I'm gonna do a little bit more reading, and I think I'm gonna take us out to brunch together. I don't know, I feel like we should have a cute little date today. Just a little one while we're chilling. It's a chill day with a cute little date in the middle. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm back home. Sorry if I'm low energy, I'm just like prepping myself up to like do a talking TikTok. And that usually takes like so much of my energy that I have to completely be silent before and after doing this. So it's really weird that I have to talk to you right now. Like, why the fuck do I have to talk to you right now? Sorry, you guys were third wheeling. I thought that it was gonna end up being a date just between you and me, but you ended up being the third wheel. I was scared. Whenever I'm out in public, I always just get scared of like filming or vlogging too much just because it's weird. So I didn't really talk to you guys that much. When I was at the coffee shop, I was just taking a couple of notes on the 3 recent movies that I watched because I think I'm gonna make that like a new little series on TikTok just because it's cute. I think it's a cute little girl blogger thing to do, so I just took some notes. And you know what's so funny? Even though I said this was gonna be a reading vlog, I've done like 20 pages of reading. I'm low-key just gonna scroll TikTok right now, even though I said that I was going to read today. I'm not in the mood to read right now. Sorry, it's hard being a YouTuber, coming up with a new video idea every week. On top of TikTok, try being an influencer for a day. Try it. You guys know what I'm referencing? Of course you don't, because you hate me. I feel like you guys are just lying about the fact that you didn't get the reference. Like, everybody knows that reference. You didn't get it? You guys are so mean. Like, you could at least pretend to get the reference for me, but you don't want to do that? I feel a little bit hurt. I feel like we gotta address this. Why are you being mean to me? Like, what's the reason? Has there been something going on in your life? Or have I not been giving enough to you? Because I don't really see the reason for you to be mean. For you to ignore my jokes. Okay, I'm just trying to be nice. And no response from you, right? Yeah.
Song back in 2019. Those creepy twins have real life sisters.
We should book our next AF. It's the only thing.
Okay, I'm retaliating. You think you could just sit there and video me all day? I can video you back. Freak, yeah. How the fuck does it feel? You look bad in that. Sorry guys, I'm only retaliating at you because I feel like this vlog is not very interesting. I said that I was gonna go volunteer at the library this morning because I've done that like a couple of times now. I thought that it would be cute to bring you along and then I didn't feel like it. But actually, dude, it's been really fun volunteering at the library. The only things that I've done there so far is just helping with like organizing books. I really like that. It's just like, you know those sorting games? Those like mobile apps sorting games? I love playing those. That's exactly what it feels like to be volunteering at the library, except you get to actually sort real things. It's like sorting game 3D, sorting game VR. Not virtual, sorting game real reality. Sorting game RR. I should make my TikTok before my fucking makeup starts peeling off. My life is so hard and this is really hard for me to deal with. Okay, so I'm gonna... Freak yeah, dude. Got that TikTok. Now it's time to edit it. I love this chill day. So chill, guys. Are you having fun? I feel so chill right now. I think the coffee's kicking in. Okay, now I think it's genuinely time for me to read. Now I think it's time for me to put the phone down to read. I think we may have to stop reading Doppelganger if I actually want to make any progress reading anything. Because I can't get swept away into Doppelganger. Well, yes I can. The thing is, I've just been annotating it a lot pretty heavily, and I keep having all of these thoughts while I read Doppelganger that I can't just sit down and read for a long time. I just keep having thoughts that I want to write down in here or that I want to share on TikTok or something like that. I'm like, I don't know. The way that I've got no writing done today is a little bit crazy. Maybe we should read Leonora Carrington stories? No, because I feel like when one story ends and another starts, then I'm just gonna stop and never pick it back up for the rest of the day. So maybe we could read On the Calculation of Volume. Oh, the lighting's also terrible, so that's really fun. What if I made a TikTok asking people to choose my next read? And just listen to whatever the first person says, if anybody even says anything. This is so uninteresting. Oh my god. Award for least interesting vlog goes to... me. Oh my god, what the F am I even doing? I'm so sorry. This is like the most blah blah blah. You know, I just can't top myself from last week. Because last week was a banger. Last week was a banger. I don't have any events planned for this. I feel like this has been kind of boring. Whatever! I really just want to get some reading done. And yeah, I can't find it in me right now. What do I do?
I feel like my favorite friendships in my life.
Okay, I'm reading. You know what the problem is? The problem is that you're here. Yes. The problem is that you're here, and therefore I cannot film a reading vlog like normal because I feel like I'm being watched. Why are you watching me? I have a really big problem with being perceived, and literally I feel like every time the camera's on, I have to like act. I have to like act as if I'm a character or something like that. Even though I can literally just be me, I get scared when the camera gets turned on. I'm trying to be normal right now. I don't know if you can tell right now, I'm trying to be normal right now. This is also the problem, by the way. I can't be doing this. I can't be reading a nonfiction. I can't get swept up into it. I love it, though. It's the perfect balance between floppy and sturdy. I don't really want to pick up another book just because this feels so good in my hands. But nonfiction distracts me so much more easily because it's like, okay, we're not in another world, we're right here. We're right here. What's stopping me from like going and talking to myself in my journal on TikTok? Nothing. Nothing's stopping me. Oh my god, the woes of a girl blogger. It's really hard to be me. It's really hard to live this life. Okay, I'm gonna start on the calculation of volume 2. And that's gonna be the vibe for us. And we're gonna be completely normal and we're gonna have a super good time. Guys, I can't. I didn't even give it an honest try. Let me do that. Okay, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I think we're reading now. So good, so good, so good. My boyfriend came home from work, which is how I know I've wasted the entire day now. Like, officially, it's done, it's there, and I've done it. I've done nothing. I'm vlogging! I went to the mailbox on the way to walk towards my boyfriend who's walking home from work so that we can walk home together, and I got this. Oh no, not another one. Not another one that will make me feel overwhelmed and unable. You know how I talked about I met Lucy Foley and everything like that, even though I never read a book by her? We talked about Leonora Carrington. She said that if you want a similar whimsical vibe, then you should try Angela Carter. So I got it. I'm excited to read it, but you know what? I think I am actually gonna keep reading on the calculation of volume 2. Because I was in it. I just don't know what's wrong with me. I'm getting so easily distracted by everything. Reading vlog? More like scrolling on my phone vlog. Should that be the title? The time on the clock is 9:28 p.m. Have I read anything more? Absolutely not. This morning I took an hour and I read 40 pages. Almost 50-ish. You know what I think I've realized about myself? Is that you know how certain atoms and molecules, they behave differently when you're observing them versus when you're not? I think that's a classic case that I've got over here. And I think the fact that I want to be a YouTuber, I don't know, this is not really a helpful personality trait to have, I guess you could say, because that's not what I want to do. I was reading on the calculation of volume 2. Let me give you some of my thoughts really quickly, because I think that's what you're actually looking for when you pressed on this vlog. Depending on what I title it, I might title it something different, so maybe it's totally fine. You guys already know I talked about the first book. It's about a woman who's in a time loop. She keeps reliving the day November 18th over and over again. And you know, this is a 7-book long series. Right now, it's all in Danish, but it's currently being translated into English, and those books are coming out right now. I think the 3rd book is coming out on November 18th, which is really silly. Something that I was unsure about going into the 2nd book was I was like, how similar is this going to be to the first? Because the first had a very strong identity, and I felt that I would be very hard to carry that vibe and also the theme over into the 2nd book, because how repetitive would that get, you know? It would get honestly kind of boring. But I think I'm starting to feel a different theme come out. In the 1st book, I felt it was about, like, maybe general malaise in a relationship or something like that. But this, I feel like it's definitely going a different way. I'm not sure where, but I feel like Tara is definitely trying to use her time now in different ways, which are bringing her different revelations. There's a lot of comparisons to Winter in here. I feel like that's going to be a big thing. And she also keeps eavesdropping on other people's conversations and following other people's routes so that she can maybe experience a myriad of different November 18ths. First book, I think, was shortlisted for what? The International Booker Prize? Yeah, the shortlist is the 1st book of On the Calculation of Volume. I should read all the books on the shortlist. Don't you think that'd be really good? Hey guys, I know that I was just complaining about how many books unread that I have here right now. Maybe another one couldn't hurt. Maybe the 5 others on the shortlist couldn't hurt. What, 5 others? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 5 others. Ooh, and this one too. Okay, so Under the Eye of the Big Bird by Hiromi Kawakami is an inventive and immersive speculative novel about a future in which humans are nearing extinction. That's really interesting, guys. Should we get more of the synopsis? Let me read some more of the synopsis. And in this book, some children are made in factories from cells of rabbits and dolphins. Some live by getting nutrients from water and light like plants. I'm intrigued. Another one on the shortlist is A Leopard Skin Hat, story of an intense friendship between the narrator and his close friend who suffers from profound psychological disorders. Oh, I mean, you know, I like that. I kind of want to buy Under the Eye of the Big Bird. Guys, stop. This is not good. The used copies I'm seeing are going for like $20. Are you kidding me right now? I'll just wait for it to come out in paperback. This is definitely my sign that I should not buy it and I should finish the books that I have right now, but I think it would be a really cool video to like do all of the books that are shortlisted. But I don't think that I want to do that right now because I have a lot of other things that are cooking. Oh, I also wanted to talk to you guys about the fact that I've kind of moved away from my neuroscience videos a little bit and leaning in more into the reading thing and other things that are just more chill. I don't know, I realized that the whole purpose of me wanting to do YouTube was to just like do the things that I like. I realized that, I don't know, maybe my interests aren't completely in neuroscience right now. Every now and again there are things, of course, in that field that interest me, but right now it's just not taking up my space. And if I'm not doing something on YouTube that is actively making me excited, then literally what is the point of posting on YouTube? There is no point. Like, this is supposed to be fun. So I just wanted to update you guys on that front. But I hope that you're still liking it. I mean, you guys seem to be liking it, so I'm really glad that you're here to just, like, I don't know, vibe with me and watch whatever I post. So you guys are really sweet. Thank you. We've been getting a lot of likes on the channel. New subscribers, so I'm really excited. And yeah, keep them coming. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was a little bit crazier than I expected. But I love you very much.